What's amazing about Java Joy expanding is that we believe that people of all abilities have a joy that is inside of them that I don't have, that many people don't have, that our world needs. It's the human touch, it's the unexpected experience, it's the warm connection that we believe that every business and really every individual craves and needs.
It's gonna be amazing.
We're going to San Francisco today.
So I think it's this idea that every one of us are really like deep down inside our 8-year-old selves. We have these dreams of what we want to be when we grow up. And I think the dream is to use what we were born with, what we were created with, and give it away. And I think people with disabilities oftentimes don't have the opportunity to dream for themselves. And so this trip is not only spreading joy in San Francisco, it's not only training new Joyristas that are here and modeling what it looks like to be a Joyrista, but it's an opportunity for Nikki to get on a flight for the first time. It's an opportunity for all 4 of them to go on their first ever business trip. A trip that's paid for them, that tells them that they're valued and that they're needed on the other side of the country.
I love being a Joyrista because we get to spread a lot of hugs and joy.
It all started back in March or probably February of 2019 when we were at Barracuda sales kickoff. And so Java Joy was booked to provide coffee to the Barracuda sales employees at this kickoff event. And I went up and I got to speak to the entire sales force at Barracuda, and afterwards I was in need of a pick-me-up, so I went and got some coffee, and I had this amazing interaction with Colin, one of the main Joyristas based in Athens. And he gave me this cup of coffee, gave me a big hug, and just had this amazing smile, and it was this huge uplifting experience that just made my day so incredibly better than it was on track to be. And I immediately got in touch with Laura and said, we need Java Joy in San Francisco and in the Bay Area. And so I've been working with Laura and Nikki and Girly Girl and Megan and Colin and everyone else here at the Java Joy team to expand out of Georgia. There is this whole notion of San Francisco as just a city that is moving too fast, and every once in a while people need to slow down and really just have a meaningful interaction. You know, we have so many non-meaningful interactions with devices, with other people. With Java Joy, people get to stop and have a truly meaningful, uplifting moment with someone that is going to touch their life in a way that they probably didn't expect.
All of us have our own experiences and memories and interactions in the past with people with disabilities. And so I think we come into a Java Joy experience with those experiences in the back of our mind. And then we get this great cup of coffee, and we may be tired, and so we're just going to the Java Joy cart simply for the caffeine boost. And we go and we have this interaction, and someone says enjoy, and then they give us a hug. And we didn't realize we needed that hug, and it was the thing that we didn't know that we needed. And then all of a sudden we go back into our jobs much more joyful, much more relaxed, and much more at peace, and ultimately a lot more productive.
The goal of Java Joy is not to be a one-time thing that you just book Java Joy once and you never book it again. We want to get people booking Java Joy regularly, once a month, once a week, and they can have recurring Joyristas come, see people in the company, and it can be really people that the company will rally around. And those Joyristas, the goal is for them to become really ingrained in the company culture.
Okay, my name is John Hammond, and this is my first day for Joyrista training.
For the Joyristas, I think it's freedom. It's freedom to be themselves. My favorite thing that's happened on this trip is listening to John's job coach, who said to me within 2 hours of John serving Java Joy coffee, she said, you know, in every work environment that John's ever been in, he has been told, John, be quiet, you gotta be a little bit more soft, or John, stop doing this, or John, stop doing that. And he comes into Java Joy and John just gets to be John, and his abilities are magnified, and he was born to be a Joyrista. And so I think creating a job not that people don't want to do, creating a job for individuals with special needs, that you and we can't fulfill that job, but John can fulfill that job. And I think that is pretty revolutionary.
You know, you could see they're in their element when they're serving coffee. They're not only making themselves happy, but they're getting everyone that comes and gets a cup of coffee fired up. This gives them really the opportunity to showcase their personality. And I think that's one of the really unique things about Java Joy is when you think about the types of jobs that these adults have been offered, it's often jobs that are not people-facing. They're often isolated. So here, you're really letting them expose their personality to the world.
You know, what I wish that people knew about people with disabilities is exactly what we're displaying. People are learning that people with disabilities were created for something magnificent, and Java Joy shows that. In the display of Java Joy, they're seeing connection, they're seeing physical touch, they're seeing positive words and encouragement, and all of those things. That's what I see in people with disabilities. And hopefully the more people that book us, the more people will begin to see that individuals with disabilities have abilities, and abilities that many of us don't have, and they deserve to be shared.
We want to have a Java Joy in every city in the United States eventually. So San Francisco is the first city that Java Joy has expanded to. Atlanta's next. Who knows what's after that? We want to be all over the country. And the ultimate goal would be to be one of the largest employers of adults with developmental disabilities in the United States. Thank you for being part of Launch Week. Thank you for your support, and spread the word. We need to get more bookings. We need to get people like Nikki and Colin and Megan and Girly Girl continuous employment. So bookings like this is what's going to keep everyone busy. And so spread the word to your friends, to your family, and let's make this thing as big as we can. Appreciate it.